Hello, and I'm sorry. It's Saturday. I did it again, but I didn't really have time to do one yesterday. I cleaned up my room, I got a job, and I start on Tuesday, and I want everything to be taken care of before I start because I don't want to fucking do that. Um, so I'm going to turn this off because it's distracting. I've been getting the same request for this video for a minute. So I'm finally going to give you a brief rundown of why I started and why I quit dancing. I started dancing purely and simply because I needed a job. I needed money. I needed to do something, and I'd been modeling since I was 18, and I'd done some like bourgeois shoots and whatnot, and I didn't start dancing until I was 20. So, I figured, why the fuck not? Might as well try it. And so, and actually, to be honest with you, not going to lie. The person that suggested it was my boyfriend at the time. He suggested that I go do this. So, for all of those questions about how did your boyfriend feel about that or whatever, I get those too. That's how he felt about it. He's the one that suggested it. Let's see here. So I went in and I was just like, hey, I need a job. And they're like, do you want to dance? I was like, not really, I want a waitress. And they're like, well, you can dance. And I said, okay. So I danced. And at first it was just going to be like here's some money thing. And I ended up absolutely fucking loving it. So I ended up staying. And I ended up loving it. I learned a lot about the pole, and I ended up buying my own, and I still to this day want to start a pole studio. I literally love it. And the whole reason that I don't do it anymore, um, well, I stopped at one point. I was 23, I think, when I stopped dancing the first time. And that was because I ended up getting with my ex-fiance, who didn't like it. So I mean, at least I catered to each boyfriend's preference. At least I was that nice. I mean, some girls just don't. I don't know. I don't know. Love makes you do fucking dumb shit, but I fucking hate that person now. So that's how that worked out. Um, and then I took like a 2-year break, and then I started dancing again when I was 20. Not even a full year break. I started dancing again when I was 24. And I remembered what I loved about it and all that good stuff. But working there for like 3 years prior to that, I knew everyone. And it was the same people. Like when you do something, especially in that um, job general, what the fuck? You know what I'm talking about. When you do something like that and you meet everyone or whatever, you expect them to have I mean, I would expect a strip club to have a halfway decent turnover rate, right? Because it's a strip club. But no, I went back to almost 2 years later, and it was literally the same fucking people. And I remembered why I loved it and stuff, and it was decent money for a minute, but not not decent enough for me to want to stay. I stayed there for like another year or so, maybe not even a year, like 8 months, and I dipped again because I didn't want to be that fucking girl that's been there for 23 years. Number one. I also remembered that the money really fucking sucked. Like, it does not suck in certain areas. Like, when I went over to Portland, it wasn't bad, but it fucking sucks over here. Like, especially when you have been over there and you realize how shitty it is over here. Um, and I just didn't want to do it anymore. Once you've, like, gone back and you've done it for a minute, like, I just don't Like, if I will admit that if I, a few years down the road, don't have a boyfriend, because I do now, I do right now, and I really, really fucking like this guy, so I'm gonna need to keep him around for a while. If I did not have a boyfriend, and I was really fucking strapped for cash, I would probably go back. But maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. I just don't know. I was also younger then. I was also 20 when I started dancing, and I didn't like. I haven't been. Stop it. You see this guilty party down here? You stop it. Naughty, naughty. She has this fucking weird thing where she eats carpet. Not sure what the fuck that's about, but it's a real thing. Can anyone see what the Will Ferrell weekly words are? I guarantee you can't. You can't see that. You can't see that. I'm sorry. I'll have to move it closer or something. Anyway, it says, I don't speak Spanish. Baxter in English, please. So, yeah, there's your answered question. I seriously have gotten that, like, for the past 3 weeks. You just wanted to know, and I get it. So, there you go. Now you know. I still am looking for some suggestions. Now that I've done that, you think you could suggest something else? That'd be super awesome. And I'm also open to having conversations. So it's funny because some people message me on here, and then I message them back, and they're just can't fucking believe that I would message them back. I have fingers. I can do these things. I know how to operate a computer. I'm a real person. I'm not a robot. So message me and send me suggestions and comment and like and share and subscribe and stuff. And thanks for watching. Bye. See you next Friday, bitches.